Hi everyone, my name is Connie and I'm going to show you how I make my own locking gel or gel. The ingredients that I used are aloe vera, and instead of aloe vera instead of aloe vera gel, I've used a regular plant aloe vera. I used 2 stalks or stems of the aloe vera plant, and I put in a coloring bowl about 2 inches of the aloe vera plant. In that plant, I took out all the liquid of the inside, as well as the hard, clear gel light that's against the inside of the stem. I scraped that out into the bowl to make at least 2 inches of the bottom of the bowl. The next thing that I did put in my gel, because I like using aloe vera gel, but I'd rather have the plant. It's all natural, and plus I have an abundance of it. So I'm using the products that we have. And sometimes that's best to use products that you have in your home that you can use, mix for any type of product. As long as it's all natural, I like using natural products. When you deal with some artificial products, the consistency of the product you're trying to make or the consistency you're trying to achieve is not reached with artificial. So think about that before you use it. If that's all you have, then fine be it. The second thing that I did put in, since you need it to be jelly-like, I used Pro Style gel. You can use any gel. I would recommend that you use any gel that does not flake normally in the hair. If it doesn't flake or adds a lot of weight to the hair, it's probably a good gel for you to use. This is a 6-ounce jar of gel. I use 3 ounces of this, which is half of this. If I'm mixing it in, once I put the layer of the 3 ounces in there, it's about 1.5 inches, close to 2 ounces. So I would say if you're trying to make an accurate measurement, it's equal parts of the aloe vera plant to the gel. And that might sound like a lot, but once you scrape it off of the aloe vera plant, it's not very much. I use 2 stems of the aloe vera to make my gel. Once I put that in there, I use one of my secret potions for most of my hair products, which is extra virgin olive oil. It's all natural too, so I use this oil. With the extra virgin olive oil, I only used a teaspoon of it. It is oil, so you don't need much of it to do the job. The next thing that I use to hold the gel together, to kind of mold it, I used pure honey. Just had some Dickinson honey. Long as it says pure honey, a lot of times the honey that we buy, that we bake with, it's not pure honey. So if it's 100% pure honey, it's good. I used a teaspoon and a half, so close to a tablespoon of honey. You don't want to use too much, because I will tell you that if you use too much honey and not enough of the other products, the honey will make the hair sticky. Even after it's dried, it still will have some type of sticky, like it's tack on the hair strands, and you don't want that, because it also can flake after a while. Once the sun hits it and the locks start drying, it will flake or cause some type of buildup or plastic film on the outside of the hair strand. The other oil that I usually use is 2. One is jojoba oil. I would use a teaspoon of that, or coconut oil. And I like coconut oil because it's an essential oil that gives it a little fragrance. The aloe vera, I don't like the fragrance of it. So instead of using what I normally use, like I said, is the jojoba or coconut oil, and that's 1 teaspoon of that oil, I chose to use some of what I already have, which is, this is an ultimate herbal oil. It's Africa's best. To me, it smells pretty good. I like using it, putting it on the ends of my hair. So I I used this oil, and I used a teaspoon of the Herbal Ultimate Oil. Now, once I got all my products, I would recommend that you use a blender to blend your product to make it so it's an even consistency of all the products blended. Otherwise, if you don't have a blender or just don't feel like getting a blender, I use the rat tail comb, and I just mixed it, kind of just play with it, push it around to the sides of it, make sure there's no bubbles in there. Sometimes you will get the aloe vera, the green stem in there. You want to kind of pick that out. You don't want that in the hair. But once it's mixed to a real good consistency, it's going to just stay. You see, it looks like it's honey just because of the way it's not doing anything. It's just there. I mixed it real good. If you let it sit and you didn't blend it and you did use a rat tail comb, you will have to continue to stir it a few times while you're using it. Now, this is the actual locking gel. To dry the homemade gel, I also make what's called a locking accelerator. And that's just where you get any type of water bottle, spray bottle. As you can see, some of our products might be going out, so this might become another bottle to use. So I would take any type of spray bottle that I have that's empty and use equal parts of salt. No, excuse me, not equal parts of the salt. You will use 50% water, 2 tablespoons of table salt, sea salt, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get salt in there. And I do mix a little oil in there just for, of course, fragrance as well. You shake that up real good with the salt in the water. And once you put your locking gel on there and you're ready to put the individual under the dryer, or you're ready to go on the dryer yourself, spray the salt water mix on there, because the salt dries it. It's a locking accelerator, so it's going to speed up your locking as well as dry up the dreads a little bit better. Instead of having them sit up under the dryer for an hour or so, it speeds up a good 15-20 minutes of the time, as well as it will lock it very well. That's just some tips that I was going to share for the way I lock dreads. Now I'm going to start my son's hair with the mixture that I have, and hopefully I will upload that if he sits still long enough for me to show you how I'm going about the process of retwisting his hair or the finishing products. Well, thank you for watching my video. Rate it, comment. If you have any type of recipes that you make and you're willing to share, please, I don't mind. You can hit me up on my email or comment below, and I'll sure to get back to you. Thank you.